Welcome to the Community Spotlight Podcast. My guest today is Jamie from Piper's Collision in Galion, Ohio. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here. You're involved in, I think, a very, intense labor of love for the American troops.
Yes.
Tell us about what Piper's Collision is involved with supporting our troops.
We do stocking for the troops. So basically it's people can bring in donations so the troops overseas can have a Christmas like we do. They're supporting us all year round. They don't get to spend time with their family because they're off protecting us, so we can spend time with our family to have Christmas.
All right, so stockings for our troops.
Yes.
How did this idea come about for Piper's Collision to get involved with it in the first place?
I've always had family in the military, and I just think it's a great thing. I think they get left behind of not, nobody thinks, oh, well, they need things overseas too. Mm-hmm.
So people think about their own Christmas, but they're not always thinking about somebody else's Christmas.
Right.
And a lot of our troops are overseas and
need things.
And they need things, and
Right.
they're not like I need a Lamborghini.
Right.
It's like I need things like a toothbrush.
Yes.
There's a lot of items that you would think, well, why would they need that?
Right.
Well, remember where they're stationed.
They're in the middle of the desert.
Yeah.
Or somewhere that there's not a store near around.
Yeah, I mean, they don't go into the local store and are able to go purchase items.
Correct.
So this is why there's a great need for this.
Right.
Now, my understanding, and I'm going to look down because I want to get the name of the organization correct. This is all tied in with an organization called Operation Support Our Troops America.
Yes.
And how did you guys make that contact with them?
I actually contacted them. They're out of
Isn't it Naperville?
Naperville.
Naperville, Illinois.
Mm-hmm. And at the end of this month, I will ship everything to them, and then they will make the stockings and then send them overseas.
Okay.
Because they have all the addresses on where to
Right.
send everything.
So basically, I guess the way I would say it is they're like a fulfillment center.
Correct.
Basically, you're collecting the items, and then they will put them in stockings, and then they will get them to the troops overseas. And by the way, this Operation Support Our Troops in America in Naperville, Illinois. It is, you can check that up. They have a website. I tell that to people because, you got a lot of these organizations and you wonder, well, quite frankly, whether they're legit or not. But I'm just saying when you look down on this, they've done this for a while. It's not their
Yes.
first time they've ever done this.
No.
And I think it's thrilling that Piper's Collision wanted to be a part of this and that you're thinking about, quite frankly, other than something other than yourself.
Yes.
I mean, that's called community involvement and caring about mankind, and today we need a lot of that.
Yes, we do.
Now, first, I'm going to kind of go down some things here, and we got to kind of work our way through this because this is, I guess, just to start off, he's going to say, well, what kind of items do they need to send? Well, first of all, I would suggest people, because I've checked this up before we had this interview, I would go on the Operation Support Our Troops America website, and their website is osotamerica.org. I'll repeat that slowly, osotamerica.org. And it will give you a list of items that that you need to look at donating.
Correct.
And they have everything on there from I'm trying to think of what was the gift card. Was it an Amazon?
There is an Amazon gift card, yes.
Yeah, that was one of the things. Some of these other things, I'm just kind of throwing some of these out. Now, these are not all-inclusive, people, and I'm not telling you what to give. This is not what we're doing. I'm just letting you know that little stuff like lip balm, cough drops, toothbrushes, travel-sized toothpaste, dental floss, things of this nature. There's a whole list of stuff on. If you go to that osotamerica.org website, it will give you that list. Now, let's say I'm out here and I say, well, I don't have a computer. I don't have this. Okay. Then you can come, you can go to Piper's.
Yes.
Over there in Piper's Collision, located at 374, I believe, is it South Market?
Yes.
In Galion.
Mm-hmm.
And Jamie here will have a list for you, or there will be a list there, and you can look on there and that's what you can donate. But you take if you're interested in participating in this, you bring your stuff to Piper's Collision in Gallion, correct?
Yes. Yep. And we also have People's Savings and Loan in Bucyrus that's joining in with us too. So if you have any questions, you can contact Miranda there, and she can help you. And that's also a drop spot.
Okay, so People's in Bucyrus will also be a drop spot for this as well.
Yep.
Now, let's say, man, I'm listening to this podcast and I want to get involved with this, but I can't remember all the stuff they're telling me. I guess the key things we need to give them for a takeaway is if you need to know what kind of items to donate, go to osotAmerica.org. You'll have a list.
Yes.
If you don't have a list and you say, I don't have a computer, go over to Piper's in Gallion, and they will have a list there.
Yep. Or they're more than welcome to call also.
Yes, and your number is?
419-462-0019.
Okay, Piper's Collision's number at 374 South Market Street in Gallion is, again, 419-462-0019. And we're talking today about stockings for the troops to support our troops overseas. And I think this is a very worthy thing, and I really applaud their efforts to get involved with this. There's nothing worse than being away from your family for Christmas,
Right.
and especially when you tend to feel somewhat forgotten, I'm sure, in this role.
Right.
So I want to thank you all. Is there anything else you'd like to add this morning, or you think we pretty much covered it?
I think we covered it.
All right. Yep. Well, we did pretty good here. We're kind of doing this on the fly.
Right.
But I appreciate that. Again, Jamie from Piper's Collision has been my guest today on Welcome to the Community Spotlight podcast. And I want to thank her and all the good work you're doing at Piper's Collision to make stockings for the troops a success. And again, this is very important, and give us a report on this, too, in the end, how it ends up. Now, one other thing I did want to say. When is the cutoff date to get these materials to you?
The end of November. November 31st, we have to ship everything to Illinois.
Okay, so November 31st, if you're going to donate to this, the donations have to be made before November 31st.
Yes.
Because then at that point, you have to get all of these materials and send them over to Naperville.
Yep.
So they can go to fulfill these.
So they make it overseas in time.
Yes, yeah, because there's lags, and this is why I always tell people there's always a lagging thing. Can't wait to the last minute because it isn't gonna.
The mail system is
very
laggy.
Yeah. So anyhow, again, thanks, Jamie from Piper's Collision,
Thank
talking about stockings for the troops. Again, I applaud your efforts for this, and I hope people will participate in Gallion and surrounding areas to this and Bucyrus, and I wish you the best on this.
Thank you.